All right, sports fans, how's everybody out there doing? William Martin coming at you one more time here on YouTube with another edition of the 300 Pounds of Sports Knowledge podcast. Now, following yesterday's horrific leg injury to Dak Prescott, it's now the Andy Dalton show at quarterback for the Dallas Cowboys. But fear not for all of you Dallas fans. Why? Because Dalton's career record in the NFL is 70-61-2, and of course that came during his tenure as a starting quarterback for the Cincinnati Bengals. Now, during Dalton's time in Cincy, he did help the Bengals reach the postseason on multiple occasions. Dalton also knows how to win in the state of Texas. Remember, this was a guy during 2010 who led the TCU Horned Frogs to an undefeated regular season, and then on New Year's Day of 2011 led the Horned Frogs to a Rose Bowl win over Wisconsin. Now, Jerry Jones, the Cowboys owner, went out and during the offseason and signed Dalton. Why? As an insurance policy, because he knew that there was a possibility that he could not get a long-term deal done with quarterback Dak Prescott. And if Dak Prescott did indeed decide to hold out, he still had himself a serviceable veteran to get it done. And again, you talk about Dalton, like I said, he's 70-61-2, had his fair share of ups and downs during his tenure with the Cincinnati Bengals, but you're talking about a guy who threw for more than 200 touchdowns there. Had a couple of seasons where he passed for more than 4,000 yards. He also helped the Bengals win a couple of AFC North titles. So this guy, he knows how to get it done. And I say that because not only getting the victories, but getting the victories consistently and hanging in there with the likes of the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Baltimore Ravens in that division. So we know that Dalton can get it done when the spotlight is on him and then the pressure is on him. And now he's going to be put into that spotlight in a bigger way as he's the starting quarterback for the Dallas Cowboys. The Cowboys do have some injuries on their offensive line, but I see this Dallas team, I think they're going to rally around Andy Dalton. You're going to see a lot of Ezekiel Elliott running the football. Dallas still has talent at the wide receiver position. We saw that Dalton made some big-time plays to wide receiver Michael Gallup yesterday on the game-winning drive for the Cowboys with their win over the New York Giants. Dallas also has C.D. Lamb at wide receiver, the rookie out of Oklahoma. They do have some question marks on defense because I remember this is a team that, got obliterated a couple of weeks ago on the ground by the Cleveland Browns. And then the New York Giants yesterday showed some semblance of order on offense against this porous Dallas defense. So that definitely is still a red flag for this team. But I think that they are going to try to rally around Andy Dalton in this one. You look at Dallas's chances. I mean, they're in the NFC East, not a pretty division. You're talking about the fact that Dallas is currently 2-3, and they are the leaders of this division. And I jokingly said with several people, at this point, 5 wins might get you the division crown. But I see it like this: Dallas has an opportunity if they rally around Andy Dalton. They got an opportunity to get on a roll right here. They've got the Cardinals at home this Monday night, which is not going to be an easy game. But then you look after that, week 7 at Washington and week number 8 at Philly. Both of these teams are not playing good. You got Pittsburgh at home in week number 9. And again, there's a lot of familiarity between the Steelers and Andy Dalton, just being that he was in that division for so long. But you're going to look at some games coming down the stretch. On Thanksgiving, Dallas, they have Washington at home. They're at Baltimore. And then week 14 at Cincinnati. And I guarantee you, Andy Dalton has definitely circled this game on this calendar. Because for all that he went through and all the highs and lows during his tenure as the starting quarterback for the Cincinnati Bengals, I definitely know that he wants to go back there and get a victory. And then they finish up their final 2 at home. They're home for Philadelphia, and then they finish on the road versus the New York Giants. So Dallas has an opportunity right now to really seize control of this division because nobody else wants to. The Giants are 0-5, Washington's 1-4, Philly's 1-3-1. So if Dallas at this point could win like 2 or 3 games in a row, they're really in the catbird seat. And I think they're gonna find a way to do it. More importantly, I think Andy Dalton's gonna find a way to do it because why? He knows this is his opportunity to prove a lot of his naysayers wrong, that he could still go out there and get it done. He's still a very, very serviceable NFL quarterback. And if the Cowboys rely on his strengths, as opposed to his weaknesses, they will definitely be in a prime position to win the NFC East, even without the services of one Dak Prescott. So, folks, that is going to wrap it up. And as always, I want to take this time out to thank you for tuning into the 300 Pounds of Sports Knowledge podcast here on YouTube. I want to thank all of the subscribers and followers out there. And if you have not already, please feel free to like and subscribe to this page. Also, if you're on Twitter, please feel free to follow me at 300 Pounds of Sports. And like I always say, if you follow me, it will be my pleasure to follow you right back. There's also the sports discussion group on Facebook at the Sports Depot 365. You can check it out, drop a line, and be a part of one of the better sports debating sites going on social media. So once again, fine folks, my name is William Martin. Take care and have yourselves a wonderful day.